So people should start giving disclosure and testimony of how these people are not that beautiful, they're not that talented, they're not that smart. You have to give testimony, and you have to break the delusion, because the celebrities are in a delusion as well, because everyone believes, so they assume that they are talented. And they're like, oh, I just sing and dance and people like it. So everyone is contributing to everyone's delusion. So the person that's following the celebrity believes that the celebrity is talented, and the celebrity themselves, they believe they're talented as well. So it's a massive confusion going on there. So that's why you need an intelligent person to come in and break that spell. Get that follower come out of the spell, get that celebrity come out of their deluded talent. So you have to come in and break that spell. So that's the work we are doing. So sometimes when we criticize, it might be like, oh, you're so harsh, why are you criticizing? It's like, I'm trying to break the spell. You're not that pretty, you're not that talented, you're useless, go learn some spirituality. Your fashion's BS, your fashion's average, everything you do is average, and then you think you're talented and people think you're talented. It's a big mess, and we have to clean this up, and we have to break the spell for the followers and for the artists. We have to break the spell, because the artists are not that talented and the followers believe that they are talented. So it's a massive mess. So that's why we have to step in, and we have to break the spell for everyone. We have to break the spell for the fallen angels that believe they're beautiful, that they're powerful, that they know everything. So we have to break the spell for them. We have to break the spell for Satan. We have to break the spell for the demons, because they believe they are extraordinary. They believe they are gods. Whatever we create, the humans just buy. Whatever celebrities we launch, the humans just believe and follow them. So the fallen angels, they're like, we are gods. We are more powerful than the creator. We are more powerful than the sun, because they're not listening to the God. They're not listening to the sun. They're listening to us. They're following science and technology. They're not following spirituality. So we confuse the fallen angels. We confuse the demons, that they are stronger and higher than the gods, but they are not, because humans are in a delusion. And because they are taught by delusion, they are taught by Satan, they're taught by the ignorance. So that's why we are in a delusion. So that's why we don't recognize real talent, because we are taught by the counterfeit. The whole system is based on a counterfeit system. So we are born and bred in a counterfeit system. So we don't know what true talent is. We don't know what spirituality is. We don't know what real singing and dancing or writing or fashion, we don't know what that is, because the real talent, it's all lost. It's all been taken away. It's like the genetic based talents is gone, and everyone is herded into the 9-to-5 job, the education system. So the real talent doesn't even exist. The genetic base that's in your DNA, that is gone. So everyone now goes to university and learns to sing and dance and act. Everyone goes to university and learns to make gold and silver. They prosecuted the commies, or the gold and silver making people, especially in my culture in Nepalese. They prosecuted us, and now they are going to university to learn the talents that we innately have, that we innately possess. We genetically possess those talents, but now they're building universities on jewelry universities, how to make jewelry university, PhD in jewelry. And they're still doing a very average work compared to what the genetic line would actually do. So that's the upside down, completely flipped reality. And everyone is born and bred in that counterfeit system. So humans don't know what real talent is. So that's why humanity is following celebrities, because they don't know what real talent is. So anything good that there is on this earth, authentic talent, authentic spirituality, anything real that is on this earth can be classified under the Sangha, can be classified under the church. And those groups will be extracted. The church, the Sangha, the real ones will be extracted from the earth, will be pulled up into heaven. And then this ground will be for people that cannot see through the deception, that cannot see through the counterfeit, that believe that the counterfeit is the real thing. So only those people are going to stay so that they can distinguish counterfeit and real. And that's the whole premise. If I have to sum up this universe, and if I have to sum up the problem of especially our earth, if I have to sum up the problem for our world, for our earth, is that there is a counterfeit and there is a real. There is a counterfeit and there is an original. So they are two energies manifest. Counterfeit and original. If I have to sum up this earth, the counterfeit is Satan, Shaitan, the angel that fell to earth from heaven. And the original is our Father in heaven, the atom, the original. Our Father in heaven created Satan. Our Father in heaven created Shaitan, an angel. And then he fell and he thought that he was God. And that's the problem we have on this earth. So if I have to sum up the entire problem of the earth, it is between the counterfeit and the original. The original is our Father in heaven. Our Father in heaven, Yeshua's heaven. So Yeshua's Father, Yeshua, Son of God's Father. He is the real one. The counterfeit is Satan. So Satan, Shaitan is our counterfeit father. Our Father in heaven is our real Father. Satan created the systems of this world, like the education system. He created anything fake in this world is created by Satan. But the original system, which is the earth itself, you have the fruits and vegetables, you have the human body, you have the humans. So those are created by our Father. So all the fruits and vegetables, flowers, animals, milk, butter, food, textile, the human body, the gender of male and female, having children, families, houses, these are all from the original creator. Base code, the base system is our Father in heaven. And anything built on top of that is coming from Satan. Satan got rid of the spiritual system and put in his science and technology in place of that. Satan got rid of Judaism and replaced Judaism with Christianity. So Satan got rid of organic fruits and vegetables, and he replaced it with the pesticide and GMO foods and vegetables. So it's like that. So there is an original system and a counterfeit system. The original system is our organic fruits and vegetables. The counterfeit system is the pesticide-based GMO foods. So it's a direct manifestation. So this is like your jhana knowledge. It's a direct manifestation. You can see it in front of you. I do not have to explain it to you with massive sutras. You just see it. Massive like documentation or sutras. You can see it right in front of you. There is GMO food coming from Satan, coming from the science people. That is the fallen angels. That is the counterfeit system. And then you have our Father in heaven, who created the whole earth, who created the human body, who created the real fruits and vegetables that are classified under organic and expensive and rare. So those are the two systems that we are dealing with. And some people will recognize the organic system, the original system, the spiritual system of our Father in heaven. Some people will recognize that when they are awakened, they will see it. They will, when they are awakened, they can distinguish the counterfeit and the real system. They're able to distinguish that. And some, they will not see the organic system. They will not see the original system. They will only believe and follow after the counterfeit system. And the Great Tribulation is for those people that only believe in the counterfeit, satanic, demonic system. They believe in the replica. They believe in the counterfeit model of this earth. So the Great Tribulation is for them. So people that are waking up and they can clearly distinguish counterfeit and real, counterfeit and original. When they can distinguish the two, when they can distinguish the counterfeit and the original, they are the ones that will rapture and go to heaven, or they are the ones that will go to heaven. So say if you are not doing spirituality before the tribulation, so people like me, we are called the pre-tribulation, pre-trib. And then there are post-trib groups, which is like majority of humanity that are part of the counterfeit system. So we are doing spirituality before the tribulation. So when we get awakened, we are able to distinguish counterfeit and real. We can see the difference between the counterfeit and the real. So we are awakened. So Father already knows, Buddha already knows, Christ already knows. This person's going to get it, that person's not going to get it. This person, when you wake him up, they will see it, so they can be part of the pre-trib group. These people will try, they won't see it, so we have to manifest all of this tribulation, wrath, we have to manifest all of this tribulation, extreme prosecution scenario for people to wake up from this sleep, and then they will distinguish counterfeit and real. So that's why there are two groups. So it's based on your intelligence, it's based on what you're able to perceive, how you can understand reality. If they're trying to teach you something, are you able to see or not? And the sleep state is very deep. It's very deep. You don't even know it's there. If you're not awakened, you won't even know it's there for 1 billion years, like 100 billion years. It will just be sitting there and you won't even know, because the sleep state is so deep. But the pre-trib groups, when we are awakened and when we are trained, we will immediately recognize and see. We'll see the difference between the counterfeit and the real. So it's very easy for us to see, and that's why you have a pre-trib, because it's just like, you can say they are the smarter groups. They are more of the intelligent groups and the smarter groups, and they are easy to train. So in a very short time, you can train them, wake them up, and rapture them up to heaven, so they don't have to go through the tribulation. So the tribulation is not some kind of punishment for your sin. It's not that. It is it's not directly that, but it is more that we are not able to awaken you. So it doesn't matter what we do, you will not awaken. You will not wake up from your slumber. You will not awaken. You will not see. So the tribulation is for that reason. So it's not just there to beat you and punish you, and but it's like the function of wrath, the function of spiritual prosecution is to wake you up, so you might be awakened. That's why in Buddhism you have the peaceful emanation of deities and a wrathful emanation of deities. The peaceful emanation will come in and will try to be like, show you all this knowledge and wisdom and try to wake you up. And when you don't wake up, the same deity manifests as a wrathful deity, so you might wake up out of fear. And I think most of the demonic realm are subdued with the wrathful, and it works. And it's not like someone's just coming there to beat you. That's what the demons would do, but spiritually that's not allowed, because everything has to be done according to your intelligence. So there is a specific function for the wrath. The wrath is there to wake you up from your spiritual slumber, and it works every time, and that's why it's there. That's why it's spiritually there. For it to even exist, there is a reason. So it all has a spiritual function, so that you don't fall into, let's say you don't fall into ignorance, and then you cycle into that ignorance and you keep going till you become totally deluded, completely deluded, and then you believe you're God. And then you believe you're Buddha, or you believe you're Tara or something. And then you can be taught into anything. You can be taught into like a sun central model of the universe. You can be taught that the earth is a globe, and the deception keeps going, and someone can fool you and tell you they've been to the moon, and they can do a 9/11 terrorist event, and the deception keeps going, because you cannot be woken up. And they'll keep playing these tricks on you. And that's the danger of your sleep state. And that's why we're going to have the Great Tribulation, because the Great Tribulation ground is going to be charged and it's going to be intense. And in that space, you can wake up. So be thankful that you are being saved from hell. Be thankful that you don't have to go to hell and experience persecution at that level, but you can do it within this earth level. You can do it in the earth, in the great tribulation ground, in your bardo phase. You can do it there, so you don't have to do it in hell. So be thankful. So if any persecution you're experiencing in earth is temporary, it's a short-lived persecution for you to release your deception, for you to release those stubborn stains. Say for example, if there's a light stain on something, you just wash it a little bit and the stain goes away. But if there's a stubborn stain, you have to wash it really hard, or you have to use all these different solutions to get rid of the stain. So it's like that. So it depends on what level of stain you have in your mind, what is the level of your stain of deception. It depends on that. So say for example, if my stain was very mild, Christ and Father or my yidam can train me, and I'll just get rid of the stain because the stain's not that strong. And it's it's gone. It's just like wiping off a mirror. But if the stain is very deep, then it will need some deeper work. And that's like the Great Tribulation ground, where the stain is deep and we have to do a lot of scrubbing to get rid of the stain from your system, from your mind, from your delusion, deception, from your perception. And some stains are so deep that the tribulation is not enough. They have to actually go to hell and get rid of the stain from there. So it's just different levels of staining. It's the different levels of staining. How much has Mara stained you is different levels of that. And Mara will stain you, and Mara will also hold your mind there. So it's a very strong energy. It's a very strong energy. It's a very covert, very hidden, deeply silent energy. And that's how Mara operates. It's right there, but you won't see it. You won't even know it exists. Then they will just hold it there in your brain. So it's harder for you to see. When we are showing it to you, you'll laugh, you'll find it funny, you'll think it's weird, you'll think it's a conspiracy theory, you'll think it's crazy, you'll think it's old school. You won't believe it, because Mara, that's what Mara is telling you in your head. Like, oh, that person's funny, that person's like old school, that person's primitive, you're scientific, you're modern, you're educated, you're knowledgeable, you're cool. So say Mara will use like ego to keep you trapped in that state. So there's so much dynamics, so many layers, so much going on in the background. It's difficult to help people out because you won't believe it. And on top of that, Mara is holding your brain. On top of that, you have the Mara, all the stains, all the programming. So there's a lot of layers to overcome. So that's why you have the Great Tribulation, because you won't get it. You won't understand it. You won't wake up. You can't fight against that Mara's oppression. You can't fight against it because it's so strong. But in the Great Tribulation, that ground that you are given is the opportunity to see Mara, to see the whore of Babylon, to see the Antichrist, to see the demonic horde, to see the silent telepathic architecture that exists in the background. It's an opportunity for you to open up to that system, and you are able to get rid of all the stains, and then you can rapture and go to heaven. So the demons, what they were calling me, because the demons, they always use songs and rhymes and advertising songs to like tease and harass and mock me, and that's like their system. Everyone talks about the same thing, everyone that's giving disclosure. So for, what they call me is, they call me like, there is, I think, an Indian ad called washing powder Nirma. So Nirma is like the Nirmanakaya body, which is the manifest form body. So they will call me washing powder Nirma. So they tease me, it's like washing powder Nirma. So there's this advertising called washing powder Nirma. So they tease me like that. So they're like, washing powder Nirma, because they're like, oh, she's going to come here and she's going to like go through a cleansing, and she's going to cleanse, she's going to help other people be clean. And so they'll be like washing powder Nirma, as in like the Nirmanakaya of like Tara. Washing powder Nirma is an advertising for detergent. So that's how they are. So they tease me like that. And there's so many other things. So many other songs